Hello everybody, thank you for tuning in to another episode of NightOutlook.com. This is the FitBit Force, and if you've kept in touch with my videos in the past, you'd know I've reviewed the FitBit Zip, the FitBit Flex, the Jawbone Up, and now I'm coming up, even the Galaxy Gear. We kind of put that into a little fitness gadget category sometimes, or wearables. This is the FitBit Force. What is the FitBit Force? Well, it's an improvement on the FitBit Flex. So what do I mean by improvement? It looks very much the same. It has a similar colored band, similar design. It has a screen just like the others, but what's inside the screen that's changed? Let me tell you. They've got a button on the side to activate the screen. You turn it on and you can cycle through your clock, the amount of steps you've taken throughout the day, the distance traveled, calories burnt, floors climbed, this is new, active minutes, and when your alarm is next set to go off. Now, you cycle through all that by pushing the button, which is inconvenient because when you do wear this on your wrist and you want to check the time, you have to push the button and that's the time. Two-hand job to check the time used to be a one-hand job. So as a watch, a bit unfortunate. However, you do cycle through that data and you can do it all on here, whereas in the past, you're always going back to your phone. That is a big win in itself. Now, I mentioned all of those things that it does log. It logs active minutes. Now, active minutes is something that it decides is your fitness time. So with the Jawbone Up, you can actually tell it when you're going for a run, and it sort of segments that data for you when you look at it in the app, and that's actually a bit more enjoyable from a data perspective for exercise. So that's a bit of a shame with this. It just thinks it knows when you're active and that's it. Fair call, but not a big fan of it. Battery life. Battery life has changed between this and the Flex. Flex was around the 5-day mark. This little guy is around 8. Now, I think they've done that because the actual body of the device doesn't come out like it used to. It used to have to come out and then charge separately to the band. It's all in one now, and you've actually got a charging port at the back of it. The charging port is not micro USB, which I think is a shame. They could have really simplified the product by doing that. Instead, they've used their own proprietary product, which I think, bit of a shame. Don't need to be doing that to create these new charging methods. Don't do it. Water resistant. However, I didn't wear it in the shower just because I was too scared. The charging port doesn't actually have a cover or anything like that, and I still think that there is a chance of some water easily getting into this device. I wouldn't recommend taking it swimming, definitely, and maybe not wear it in the shower because it's just not worth it. You're not going to log any steps in there anyway, right? So that's for sure. When you go to sleep, you have to hold the button in for 2 seconds. And it does that, and then it starts counting up like a stopwatch. And I think that's a little bit awkward because when you're going to sleep, you don't want to be seeing a time ticking. It's almost like something's about to go off. I don't want that. That's a bit of a shame. The silent alarm still doesn't work within your sleep cycles like the Jawbone Up does. The Jawbone Up wakes you up around the time that you've set when it's best to be waking you up, and you do wake up feeling more refreshed, whereas this one doesn't. It just wakes you up when you're meant to, which is fine, but I prefer the way the Jawbone Up does it. When you hit 10,000 steps on this, it does have a party. The screen lights up, the thing starts vibrating, you know when you've hit 10,000 steps, and it's very exciting, and it is actually rewarding when you see this little party come up on the screen. It's very cool. None of the product does that at the moment, so really good. Compared to everything I've ever tested, this would be my favorite. There is some flaws still, however, none of them are perfect. Just the fact that it's got the display meant I didn't have to connect it to my phone often. I did every now and then, but I would get most of my data from here. I would know at the end of the day by checking on it how many steps I took, and I could check my progress throughout the day without pulling out my phone. That's a huge win. This has made it an actual product that I can wear on my wrist on its own. I didn't have to wear a watch and my Fitbit, so straight away this has eliminated an extra thing on my wrist. I like that because I don't usually like to wear a lot on my, in terms of jewelry. So the FitBit Force, it's #1 right now. Doors are wide open, wearables are going out everywhere. Shop around, but make sure you check out the FitBit Force. It's worth the extra dollars over the Flex. Don't go for the Flex, go for the Force every time. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.